Okay, so for the second building, I'm going to bring my mood board here, and so I used this to build my previous high street. So I kind of went for this building here with 4 windows. I just made different ones. Let's see what I did. Yeah. So I used similar windows here, similar windows to my side one. So that means I could use the same and modify, or just build new ones. It's quite easy. You know, there's a few adjustments that I want to do. As you can see here, I can see in this first building and also my render that the gap here is a lot smaller. So that height after the window and the roof. So what I notice here, that mine's perhaps a little bit too high. So, okay, let's just sort this out, shall we? So I'm going to select my building one. Instead of scaling the whole thing, I'm going to go to my edit mode. Okay. Turn on your X-ray. So I can see that face there at the top. Then I go to my number 1 and turn on my snapping. And I'm just going to bring down 1 like that. Yeah, and I think that will be fine. Okay, turn off. Yeah, I think that would be a lot better. And so I do the same thing, going to number 1 here and bring. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to hide this building 1. In fact, I'm going to duplicate now. Duplicate and escape. So it goes back to the original place. Turn this off. And I'm going to remove this from this group, from this collection. So you can put it anywhere here. And actually, I'm going to create a new collection. Building 2. And I'll bring that in there. I'm going to call it B2 for building 2. Okay. Now I can turn this off and I'm ready to start. So what I want is 4 windows, 3 floors, a door and 2 windows on the ground floor. So let's do it. In this one here, what I want to do, I just copied the other one. So I don't want that frame in the middle of my the window. So I'm going to remove that. At the moment, it's the same. So I join them. So this is one object only. So what I can do, I go to edit mode. Okay. In edit mode, I have them the separate pieces. So I can delete things. But I don't want to delete face by face. I want to delete that. That was an entire object that I put it together. So there is a way to select this. So you select your first, select the face, and then Control L. Control L will select all the faces that are connected to that one, which was then a cube that I used before. So, and then I just delete. Delete what? Delete the faces. Let's say I've got the window, right? So this is how you do it. So I didn't need to create a new one from scratch. I might need to resize. Okay, so I'm going to resize. And for now, I don't know exactly where I'm going to put. I'm just going to leave it there for now. For the door, I can actually duplicate this. And I want to make the cutter. This time now, as you can see, I don't want this bottom bit. I want to cut all the way through. So I can move around and I can move. I know it's in the center right now. Okay. Let me just turn off the building too for now. So I don't want to kind of mess around with the position. I'm already in the center here. So what I can do, I can come to my cutter here, go to my edit mode, select only that face down there, and then bring all the way down. And then go back to object mode, right? So now let's see how it goes. So I'm going. I'm going to apply this, and then I don't need the cube anymore. Delete. Okay. If we bring back the building, we have a door there. We don't have the just put it there. I still don't have the door glass yet. I can bring my cursor there, cursor to selected. And in fact, I only create a plane for that. Add a plane. And I want to rotate the plane in Y, 90 degrees. And then resize. Okay. A little bit back. Turn on here. Okay, so that I want to go back to my, and I'm just going to put window glass. Okay. And for the window frame, so it's actually, it's a glass. I call it window glass, but we can always change that later on. And for now, I just want a glass, and sorry, not this one. This one now is a frame. So in fact, I'm going to create a new window frame. So because it's going to be a different color and a different material. So I'm just going to call door frame 2. I just put just a random color for now. So this window here, maybe do it here. Now I need to go back to my reference image. Yeah, okay. So I think my door is a little bit too high, too tall. Okay. Before we do anything, let's go back here. And I'm going to join those together. Join. We shall see. Now I need other windows at the top here with a frame. So I'm just going to use the same as this one. Okay. I'm going to create a new one. So new window frame 2. Just going to add a different color here. So now let's just see. I'll have to apply this now. Let me just go back to edit mode. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this face and then Control L so that I select the entire frame. And then I go here to my window frame 2, okay, and assign. That's it. That's how you do it, okay? We'll see more of it later on, so don't worry about it too much. So what I want to do now, I've got my building 2 and I want to just turn off my building 2 and go back to my building 1 now. And I'm going to select, just turn off the plane as well. Select everything. So make sure you select everything, right? If you're in doubt, just make sure you do correct the X-ray. And let's bring the plane and let's bring our building 2. So I'm going to move it with everything selected my building 1. I'm just going to move to the side here somewhere. And I'm going to move back. So I want to have some space for pavement. Yeah, and I'm going to put right at the back there, just in the corner here. Okay, so I'm just going to go to my number 1. Yes, that would do. And yeah, so that's where my building 1 is going to be. Now I'm going to select my building 2. So hide the plane for now. Select all the building 2, bring the plane back. And I'll have a look at my top view actually. So press 7. So now I'm looking at my top view and I'm just going to bring it here. So this is slightly the front at the moment, so I'm just going to bring it back a tiny bit more. I want them to be at the same level. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's go to building number 3. Before that, I want to actually do one more thing here. I'm going to select, turn off my plane for now. I'm going to select everything I have, X-ray just in case. And I'm going to lift a little bit. So I'm just put up a little bit. And bring my plane back, and I want to create some pavement first. Okay. So for the pavement, let's bring my cursor to the word origin, create a new cube again. And let's see, I think my pavement is 5 meters, is it? Let's just put 5. Not in X, sorry, in Y. Is it 5? Yeah, should do. And I'm going to put it back there. Let's have a look. I need some space for my pavement here. So let me just scale this down. Oops, scale only in Z. Okay, I'll bring it up here. And okay, how much do I want? I think that should be enough. So now I'm gonna select all my buildings, go to X-ray just in case, all the building, and go to number 1. I can bring it back here, down there. There you go. Just a tiny bit more. Doesn't matter if it overlaps a little bit. Okay, maybe I want this to be slightly larger. Let's have a look at my reference, what I did before. Oh, it should be all right. Yeah, it should be okay. I'm going to copy this to the other side. I'm going to think about the street, actually the road, how big I want the road to be. Okay, so, but let's just see. Moving in. Yeah, so just move to the end here. I have enough to have a road in the middle. Okay, that should be about right. In my reference here, the side, on this side here, it's a lot smaller. So I might reduce the size of my road, the size of the entire thing. I don't think I need all these 5 meters here. So I'll probably, let's just do it smaller. Okay, so I have now index 171. So I'm just going to put 0.5 now. 1. And I'll bring it down here. Something like that. Maybe 0.7. I don't want to bring a lot of attention on this side of the road. I just want a couple of benches, a couple of trees. Yeah, so that would do. And now for my plane, I will do the same thing, but I'm going to edit mode and I'm going to select this edge here, right? And then I'll bring it down here. Okay. Okay, so let's go to building 3. And yeah, same techniques again. Okay, I've created the third building there. And I forgot to record the video, I'm afraid. But, I haven't used anything different. So you should be able to do this building, okay? Now, I put them side by side, and I'm looking at my reference, my previous render. Also go back to my mood board. It seems like this line here that goes above the door, they seem to be always matching in the high street, yeah? So they kind of have the same height here, even though the windows can be different at the top. So, and if I look at my previous version, there you go. So I made them kind of the same line as well. So now I need to adjust this, because I didn't think about that earlier. I was doing this building separate. So I think this building here is too high, my first building, right? And I also want to make sure the doors, this is when problems start with the proportions. We start in a way and then we carry on without really too much of measuring things. So, but it's no big deal now. We're gonna sort out by eye right now. So the first thing I want to do is to bring this one down that way. Okay. So that means I have to make this door here slightly smaller sorry, shorter, and also this window I can bring it down a little bit to kind of the same level as this one. And I think this door here, it's a little bit too big. So, but I don't want to resize like that, even though if it's just a small amount, it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, but if you are doing a lot more, then you can do in edit mode. Actually, let's do that in edit mode because I would set up a good example. Okay, so now if I put my X-ray on, you can see. So I want to make this door smaller. I'm going to my edit mode and I'm going to select my vertices in X-ray. I'm going to bring all these vertices down. So then I have the frame is not deformed, and the awning here, and that should be matching. Just a little bit, scale a little bit more. And move a little bit across. They don't need to be the same thickness because they are all different buildings anyway. So that would do. I think this should be a little bit this way. And okay, so that is fine. What I'm finding this distance here a little bit too high. But yeah, I'm going to bring it down a little bit. I'm thinking this distance could be smaller. Maybe I put everything down. So this is all the things. It's better to do now than later. Start your adjustments, bring it down a little bit. Actually, in my reference here, I have another block in the middle here. So I'm also going to turn the X-ray now off. Duplicate this and Z. I'm going to bring it here, but it's a thin one, so scale it down. Okay. So now I need to bring this down. Going to edit mode. I'm going to my selection, face selection, and bring it down a little bit. Okay. That should do. And I will do the same thing now. Press 1. In fact, I'm going to press this and my chimney. Okay. Now I need to sort out these windows here. I can adjust them as well. The ones in Z. Down a little bit. Yes. I'm happy. Just a little bit that way. Now I want to bring this one also the same height. Okay, that's the other one. And I'm probably going to make this one slightly taller, the third one. So let's sort this one out. Just take this out. Edit mode. I just want, you see, I've already selected it because I selected last time. Bring it down here. Kind of the same area. Okay, go back to object mode or press the tab key. Bring this one there. And then oh, I didn't realize I had this one's in front, so bring this one down. Now I need to adjust the windows. See how much easier it is when you have arrays, because it's much easier to adjust things. Otherwise you have to kind of select every window and reposition them. Okay, I'm happy with this one. Now, I want to make this slightly taller. I think this is not tall enough. It is tall enough, actually. I'm going to put the windows closer. See if you can see here, the windows are quite close to each other. And the roof, the top bit is kind of on the second floor, the same level. Yeah, so first thing I'm going to do, it's maybe bring this guy up. And I'm going to make it thicker because it's just nicer. Okay, I'll bring the awning up. I might have to resize the window a little bit and the door. Bring this guy up and adjust here the window. Okay, so yeah, so the same thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my edit mode to resize this window here in my vertex mode. Oh, well, be careful. I didn't select my X-ray. You see what I mean? So I'll just put it here, 3. Okay, there. I feel that this frame is slightly small. This is just too small. So what I can do, let's just bring it. I want to make this frame thicker. So now what I'm going to do then, I can just select the frame bit and make it thicker here. Make it, and there. Send it there. I'm editing this bit. I'm not really measuring, but I'm just going to do it by eye. So it's slightly thicker. Yeah, that should be about right. Okay. That is a lot better. I might want to do the same with this frame here. I don't know. For now, I'm going to leave it. And I don't want this as large as it is. Just make it short a little bit. Okay, I think now I'm okay. I need to add those small little cubes at the top there. So let's do that. And then we do the other building. Okay, you saw how easy it was to create those bits by just copying from the other buildings and adding into my new collection, building 4. I can always rename this later on. Now, we want a window that's kind of an arch and then square at the bottom. So for that, we're still going to use a cube again, believe it or not. We could use different things, but I'll just show you an easy way to do this by just using a cube. Okay, so my cursor is there, so I'm just going to add a cube. Okay. Let's bring it down so I can get the kind of size and move up, G to move up. Okay. I'm going to turn off the building, press H, select the building, press H, or turn off the eye there. And I'm going to edit this cube now. Hold on, let's just go back here because it's thick. Just okay on this side. Okay, so that I've got my cube. And I'm going to edit mode. And what I need to do, I want to create an arch here. So therefore, I could get a cylinder and add together and all those things. And I use a Boolean adding things. There are many ways you can do this, right? But I'm going to just show you this very easy way as well. So I need to subdivide this cube to create more vertices alongside here so I can then create a notch. So I'm going to use my loop cut tool. Click here and just turn on the X-ray so you can see better. So I don't want only one, I want 2, 3, 4, 5. I want it to be quite smooth. So I'm going to create quite a few subdivisions here. So the important thing is I need to make sure I have one in the middle. So here's 11. It has to be, kind of 13. I should be able to get a nice arch here. Right, okay. Deselect. Now this should be off. We want to click on our proportional editing. Okay, and I want, I don't know, smooth, root. You have all the different, because I want an arch, so I'm going to choose this sphere shape here. Or maybe I could use that. I don't know. Let me try. So I'm going to choose the one in the middle, sorry. And I'm going to press G, right? Because this is on, when I start moving, you're going to see a gray circle, okay? So if you don't see it, it's because it's too big. So if you don't see it and you see that something's doing odd, it's because you need to scroll up and scroll down and you close that circle there. I don't like that because it's not what I'm looking for. So I'm going to try the sphere. So Z. And now I have the sphere selected. And I'm just going to go high up until I get the kind of shape I want. Yeah, that looks kind of a nice arch. Okay. Yeah. All I want to do, I think, is a bit too wide. So I'm going to make a window like that. And also go to my edit mode. And I want to make the window, it's too long now. It's not church. So something like that. And I can adjust it. Okay. So I have my shape. Okay. Beginning to have my initial shape of my window. Very easy. Okay. So I'm going to duplicate this and escape to go back to the same place, and I'm going to scale down. Now, hold on. Before that, I want my pivot point to be right in the middle. So I'm going to Object, Set Origins to the center of a mass. So I change that. You see, I want to be in the center. So when I scale, I'm scale in the right place. It's the kind of thing I want. And I'm going to make that bigger. This is going to be my cutter. All right. I kind of a little bit this way. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to select my out one, add a modifier. You're going to add a Boolean. The difference is this one. Let's see how it worked. If it worked well. Yes, I've got this nice shape for my window. So I can apply my Boolean. And it's it. So building for window. I need a frame in the middle, a little kind of frame in the middle. So again, you know what? I'm going to put the cursor there as well. Shift S, cursor to select it. Okay, so now I'm going to create a cube there. See how useful that to use the cursor to your benefit. So I don't need to be moving things around. So make it quite thin. And then G to move a little bit and scale. Scale in X. Okay. That is nice. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a play. Let's add a grid, actually. I'm going to add a grid with, how much did I have? 13. 13 subdivisions. I don't really need in Y, so I just need one. Okay, so rotate 90. And then scale. Okay, so let's go to edit mode. Oops, I need to rotate the other way now. 90 degrees as well. Okay, so I will do the same thing that I did. So I'm going to go to my edit mode in my vertex selection and select all these guys at the top here. You can turn off for a second. Yeah. Oh, I realized that I got it wrong. Never mind, I think I can do it. Let's just try. I still have my proportional editing selected. Yeah. Just to be at the back there. It's fine. Yeah. So that would do. And I'm just going to bring those ones down. So I just deselect this now and I'll bring them down. Turn off and we've got our window. So just bring this guy to the front a little bit more. And I'm going to come here to I'm going to add the window glass. And for this one, oh, I need to join those guys, yeah? So before that, I'm just going to create a new window frame material, window frame material, window frame 4. Just put any random color here. Okay. And I will do that. That's going to go window frame 4. If I go here, my color, you can see that. Okay. So let's join them together now. So I select the glass, I select the frame and join. I select this frame and the other frame and join. Okay. Brilliant. Let's bring the building back to number 1. And now the rest is the same. Add your arrays. Okay. Adjust the size, add arrays, and then create 3 floors. 3 floors. Okay. Okay, so there we have it. We have all the 4 buildings now. Brilliant. So we are good to go and continue. So the next step is what we're going to do next. We can create some trees, very simple trees, and some lumps, and then the benches. Then we can go and I'll show you how to create some very simple cars starting from a cube again. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.